Hey everyone, it's Nick Barrett from Alwayz Lucid, and welcome to my video. Just wanted to update you guys because it's been a gazillion years since I last did a video on this channel. I've been on a musical journey, you could say, resurrecting my my previous music career as a singer-songwriter. So for the past 7 years since we last spoke, I've pretty much been doing the music, and you can see my channel on if you search for Nick Barrett Music, or you may know it already. Check out my music if you like good vibes and acoustic stuff. So anyway, currently I'm traveling in Arbucies in Catalonia, Spain. I hope I got that pronunciation right. Yeah, it's beautiful, and I just found this amazing forest through friends and family. They said that there's this really magical forest, and it's got a special name, but they call it a witch's forest. Ooh. So I thought, what better way to speak to you guys again and film it at this forest. But wait, I'm just going to turn around the camera. Check this out. Look how beautiful this is. It's got this little river running through, really tall trees, lots of nature. It's quiet, like you just hear nature, and that's all you can hear. That's what I miss, you know. Living in Malta right now, yes, there is nature, but it's not that luscious with these green trees, you know. It's pretty much dry there, but still beautiful nevertheless. But here I really miss these forests, you know. I really feel the energy here. And there's a natural water source as well if you get a bit thirsty. But yeah, so welcome. I know it's been a while, guys, so apologies. I've been trying to do meditation videos as well in the meantime, just to warm things up a bit, trying to resurrect the channel again. But it's nice to know that some of you are still following Alwayz Lucid and listening to whatever fluff I have to share. It's just really, really peaceful here. I love this little river here. But let's go further in. So yeah, what better place to share with you guys? I don't actually have anything to say except for hi, how are you all, and just see where the conversation takes me, you know. I don't really like to plan these things too much. Plus the fact it's been ages since I've spoke like this in front of a camera. So rather than planning it and making it all stiff and formal, which is nothing to do with the channel, I'd rather just be free, like this beautiful river running freely, going where it needs to go. Maybe that's the theme of the video, which is just be free and be like water. Be like water, my friend. This is what Bruce Lee said, right? You just gotta let the water run through you and just be free flowing. Sometimes in life you get a bit caught up in our minds, trying to be what we are expected to be, and trying to fit in a box all the time, but that's the opposite of what freedom is, I guess. So we need to be free. So a little spirit-guided lucid dreaming update. Many of you are probably wondering how's things going with my spirit guide, Cliff Up. And so in all honesty, what was the last video I did? Must have been about 6-7 years ago when I was traveling. A few little occurrences where I met him in a few dreams, or another character which resembled his energy field, but I wasn't completely sure. Because when I went on this musical journey, this is the thing, it's kind of like I went on another mission. Therefore, my lucid dreaming ability and astral projection skills that I used to have kind of became lessened, and the music was my focus. And it still is. I mean, music is my main focus right now. But then having these weird dreams throughout the years and really powerful, meaningful, vivid dreams. Not necessarily lucid, but they were vivid. And they kept giving messages where I had to find a balance between the two worlds. Two worlds being music and dreaming. Because both of those worlds are very much a part of me. So why would I need to cancel one for the other? Why does one world have to sacrifice for the other to be alive? And in my mind I couldn't separate the two. I thought it was all about the music, or if it wasn't about the music, it was all about the lucid dreaming. But that was my mistake. It's all about balance. So yeah, back to what I was saying. Why does one world have to stop existing for another one to become alive? But that's okay. There's no right or wrong answer for that. Throughout my journey, throughout this dreaming and music journey, I feel that there are no mistakes. And you could say that's like a Taoist mindset, because everything has meaning. It was a journey that I had to take to go back to the music, to then re-find my love for dreaming again. And it's funny, you know, because I tried so hard to be this teacher of lucid dreaming. I gave retreats and conferences and did quite a lot of public speaking, and it was great. I overcame a lot of fears, and it really helped a lot of people in these retreats. A lot of them became lucid, and yeah, and the book did really well. Spirit Guided Lucid Dreaming and Dreamscape and all those books I wrote, but it's all part of the journey or inner discovery, because at the time it's what my higher self wanted, and it's what Clifton was trying to teach me as well. So where is he? Where is Clifton? Well, it's all circular, right? It all goes around and around, these teachings. So the numbers have been increasing recently, and he's been dropping clues again. Specifically the number 8. As some of you know, reading my book and everything and following that journey of mine before, some of you know that he communicates through the number 8. And literally like synchronicities flying off the wall, man. It's crazy. Like, for a while I didn't see any numbers for a while, and I felt, whoa, what have I done? Have I completely numbed myself to the spirit world? And I couldn't even remember my dreams for quite a few years. I'll be completely honest with you guys. And it scared me, because I was like, what have I done? Did something happen? I got a bit scared, you know, a bit of fear crept in. But yeah, I was just waiting in the queue for the check-in, about to get on the plane to Spain. And I was just looking, just at the board, you know, checking my time and stuff. And then I looked down as I was thinking about, wonder what my spirit guide is doing. I looked down and there's a number 8. Just a number 8. But it's a piece of paper, like. But it was a figure of number 8, and it was just on the ground, right where my feet were. And it was just looking at me. I was like, why, of all places, the chances of me landing at this particular point in time, looking down, and I happen to think about Clifton, and I think about, wonder what he's up to and, and things. And I look down, and there's a number 8 just staring right at me, right where my foot is. Couldn't believe it. I double check the time, and then I see these numbers exactly when I look, like 222 with 22 seconds. 22 minutes past 2 in the afternoon, 22 seconds. You just can't make that up. Crazy. And even though I've seen 1,000,001 of these synchronicities, especially with time and numbers, they still blow me away every time. Every time. Bit of a pun there. Never ceases to amaze me, these synchronicities in time. Listen to that for a second. You hear it? It's really big. I'm going to sit down here. Whoop. I'm trying not to fall and talk to you guys. It's just nice to talk to camera and not really have anything specific to say other than I'm doing good. I'm still continuing this dream journey because my spirit guide is telling me that I have to continue. The journey's not over yet. It was just a little detour in music, so I had to regain that half of me, and then the other half is dreaming. So these two halves can make a whole. I think this was the sacred lesson I had to learn. I mean, think about it. When I think about it, that's crazy. That's like, that took me 10 years to figure out. About 10 years ago, I had that lucid dream when I met Clifftop for the first time. I think it's about 10 years ago now. Wow, that's a long time. And the very first thing he said to me, he sat me down on this wall. I think I wrote it in my book. And he said to me, "What are you searching for?" And I said to him, "Enlightenment." I said it straight away. And he went, And he just went and replied really quickly. He said, "Your music's good." Like that. I'll never forget it. And I was like, "Thanks, man." So he didn't really reply anything about enlightenment specifically, but he replied, "Your music's good." And I said, "Thanks a lot, you know." But here's the thing. Maybe he was hinting that this journey that I went on for the next 10 years was all about trying to rediscover my love for music again, going full circle. And then at the very end of that journey, realizing that I needed the other half of me to exist as well, which was all about the dreaming journey as well. The two halves need each other to make the whole. And that feels right. And the biggest lesson out of all of that is what? Balance. Finding that balance within you. That was it. Because being a Gemini, very much, you know, all or nothing, or black or white, or it's either this or that. But actually, you have to rediscover all those things that you love in life and find that balance, no matter what it is or whatever that means for you. So that was my journey, and I'm still balancing. I'm still trying to find the balance. I'm not saying I've got it locked in yet. I'm still trying to understand it, but the more I talk to you guys on camera, the more I can take this journey further, and I want to take you guys with me as well. That's it. So if you're interested, come with me. Let's do it together. Let's find out. Let's rediscover lucid dreaming all over again. Because that's what it feels like. It feels like it's not back to square one. I don't think when you say, "Oh, I've gone back to square one," I don't think that there's no such thing. Because like I said, it's all learning, you know. I've become wiser as well. I mean, now I realize that it's music and lucid dreaming for me, because that's what my spirit adores. So that's my inner gifts, you know. And there's no shame in saying that I have to rediscover something, you know. The thing about lucid dreaming is an astral projection is, and the spiritual journey in general, is you got to keep at it. You can't just, I mean, you can, there's no can or can't, but it's a daily practice is what I'm trying to tell you. It's like going to the gym, working on those muscles. You know, if you don't go to the gym, what happens? You don't get muscly, right? You got to keep fit. So it's like your lucid dreaming skill and your ability to dream consciously. So you got to keep working at it. But I think now I'm back in the lucid dream gym. I'm like, "Hey guys, let's pump out." I've got these weights. I'm like, "Okay, let's start again," you know. But every day you get stronger. You know, you keep writing in those dream journals and keep looking for those synchronicities in the daytime and being one with nature. Taking these long walks just to have some reflective time for yourself. I think that's the key. And it's like, it's really nice because I get to rediscover lucid dreaming all over again. It's like I'm a newbie. So yeah, in the comments you probably go like, hey wait man, I've been following you all this time. And I know. But there's no shame in having to say that, you know what, let's rediscover together. And that's what's fun, right? We get to do it all over again. And maybe this time I become a stronger dreamer. Who knows? Maybe there's more discoveries to be found. And lo and behold, when I was in the hotel room on the first night, I had a lucid dream. I just woke up inside this beautiful like landscape of luscious green fields and trees, and I was looking at my hands going, wow, I'm actually inside a dream. And I was just being grateful. It didn't last very long. It's not about the time, it was just really nice. And then I had a false awakening when I woke up, because my partner, she basically woke me up, but it mixed in with the dream surroundings, and I found myself in this really amazing apartment. It was like a huge mansion, and I was in this big king-size bed looking out this amazing window with mountains, and I was like, wow. So I had like but I also knew that I was sleeping in my bed in the hotel room at the same time. I think in one of my previous videos it's called Dual Awareness or something like that. I think the title of the video, check it out. But yeah, it's amazing when you can sense and perceive your consciousness from two locales at the same time. It's really, really crazy, because you can feel the bed sheets on you, and yet you're in this other world at the same time. It's pretty far out, and I just love the feeling of it. So anyway, I'm going to stop ranting. Just wanted to share that with you. So when you release the resistance of trying to get somewhere, it seems to find you naturally, just like this beautiful river where the water is just finding its way naturally, right? Look, it has a current and it's just going in one direction. And yes, there's obstacles like this log here or this rock, but water will always find a way to go around it because of the current. And I think the current is consciousness, and it's just flowing down the river. That's it. That's like us. You and I will always find our way in the end, because the current is positively finding its way. So whatever's going off inside the world right now, just know that it's the illusion of reality. And yes, things do seem scary sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. And it may seem like the whole world is breaking down, but this is exactly what needs to happen. So don't fear it, just embrace it, and know that the current that we're on is going in the direction that it's meant to. There are no mistakes in this world or in the universe. There's no mistakes. Just consciousness, love, and light. This is Nick Barrett from Always Lucid. Love you all. Say hello in the comments so I know you're listening. Stay peaceful, stay grounded, stay lucid. Love you all.